Hello everybody, I've got a quick look inside the Street Smart language courses. We've got 3 languages, Chinese, French and Spanish. We've got 4 levels from foundation up through 3 more intermediate levels to get you to a solid intermediate level. These courses have been created by Ari Smith, better known as Xiaoma, a YouTube polyglot who has had great success wowing people with his ability to learn the basics of a language pretty fast and then dive in and start using it with the locals.
Over the years, I've surprised people from all around the world by speaking their languages, so I thought it was finally time to show you guys in one video all the greatest hits in one full documentary. So get some popcorn, sit back, and relax.
He's a fun-loving, uninhibited guy, and that really comes across in these courses. They're full colour courses, I'd like to say. I'm a fan. They're very video-based, and they're not loaded down with lots and lots of extra explanation. They really are really fun and entertaining, just enough to help you move forward with the language. Now let's look straight away then at these courses. The reason I'm making this video now is because they're on a special offer for Black Friday weekend, ending actually pretty soon. And it really is a no-brainer, this deal, I think. So I'd encourage you to look at it. I'll link to it underneath. And when the deal's over, I'll replace the link with the standard offer, which Ari has on these courses. Now, I'm going to look at each of the languages, but different levels for the different languages, so there isn't repetition. But I think the key thing to say is that the structure of all the courses is the same. So if I can shrink myself down slightly, this is the Chinese Foundations course, and you have 10 chapters, and the courses are organized around what I would call really a soap opera. There are usually 2 native actors going through different everyday scenarios, one in each chapter. The Chinese Foundations is a bit different in that Ari himself is the teacher. That isn't the case with the other courses, including the Chinese at the higher levels. But let's have a look, say, at the bar. Let's see what happens here. So we will see Ari in action.
请问你是哪里人？
我吗？我是美国人，你呢？
我是中国人。你喜欢？
So he's using the language there, and there are some comments from participants, but then you can move through and into the study the dialogue section, where you get a transcript of the dialogue with the vocabulary, some cultural notes there, some grammar explanations. As you can see, this is a PDF. It's not too long. It's not too heavy. And then there's, after the short video, there's a 20-minute video walkthrough.
All right, lesson 2, and this is a really great lesson, guys, because we really start to get into like the sort of fundamental structure of Chinese grammar, and we.
Okay, Ari, we're going to stop you there. There's some more sentence practice coming through next. This is an interactive one. There's a worksheet there, a test yourself. And so it goes. So that's the test yourself. You've got to make some choices there, and then you can. This is an interactive test here. Yeah. Okay. So that's the structure for the foundation level. Basically, as I say, different scenarios. There's a video, study the dialogue, there's a walkthrough, and some extra sentence practice. There are also worksheets on the tones, an important part of pronouncing Chinese. Let's move then languages now and move up to the next level. Okay, so now I'm in level 1 of Street Smart French. So we've moved up from foundations, where we were looking at the Chinese, to level 1. The French teacher is introduced in a welcoming video. Here he is. They're all native teachers, apart from Ari teaching the foundation Chinese.
My name is Antoine Prince, and I'm going to be your teacher for the next 30 lessons, okay? So I'm going to sort of accompany you, kind of reading the script and kind of really looking at those interesting bits of language and culture, all of the grammar, and try to give you a bit more insight and a bit more information as to how the language works.
Okay, so there's a section on pronunciation as well. This is a half-hour course on pronunciation, actually.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans la leçon de prononciation du français.
There's also a syllabus here at the beginning. A magic bonus sentences toolkit. Ooh. So we've got some what I'd call fluency phrases there to get us started. This course really pares down to the essentials. We meet the characters. So they're Louise, Jules and Paul, the three of them. And then we're straight in, really, in lesson 1 to the first episode of the soap opera.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Vous parlez français?
Oui, un peu. Je suis en train d'apprendre le français.
Votre français est très bon. Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien. Merci.
There we go then. So you can jump around 10 ahead or 10 back in the videos. You can also change the speed if you want to, so you can play it more slowly or faster. And then, as at the foundation level, you have a study the dialogue transcript here, so you can study that. Then there's a walkthrough. So the video episode itself is only 1.5 minutes long, but then there's a 20-minute walkthrough lesson.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans votre première leçon de français. So welcome to your first French lesson, everyone. I'm really excited to have you here. So let's dive right into the content of our first lesson.
Okay, so there are some exercises afterwards, and there's a test. My name is Je m'appelle. Voilà, I think that's right. I hope so. Yes, there we go. So there are 20 questions there. And then you're into chapter 2. We'll have a quick look there before we move to the Spanish.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Vous êtes qui?
Je suis le gars du café.
Oh, d'accord.
Okay, there we are, the guy from the cafe. Again, you get the idea, study the dialogue, and then there's another video walkthrough. This one, again, is another 20-minute lesson. And again, the exercises, written exercises, before you get to the test yourself. So that is the structure all the way through. Let's move then to the next level, then level 2 with Spanish, and then we'll double back and look at the higher levels very quickly as well. So here we are inside Spanish level 2, and you'll be getting used to this now. There are the 10 chapters here of the soap opera. There'll be an introduction from the tutor at the beginning, yes.
Hola y bienvenido. Now, if you're returning from Module 1, welcome back. Bienvenido de nuevo. And if you're just getting started with this module, number 2, welcome. My name is Alfonso Galan, and I have the honor of being your Spanish teacher.
Okay, so there we are, Alfonso. We meet the characters. Again, there are 3. And let's see what's happening. Let's move, say, to lesson 4. So we'll see what's in the video.
Hoy es martes. Vamos a bailar. Es mi pasatiempo favorito.
Bueno, creo que va a llover.
Sí, el clima está un poco mal ahora. Después estará mejor.
Okay, so again, we have a transcript then. We've got the audio only files as well. There's a slow audio file. I should have mentioned that for each video. There's the walkthrough. This one's a bit shorter, 11 minutes.
Hola y bienvenido. All right, let's dive into chapter 4. You're progressing really nicely. Let's keep going. Bailando en el parque. Chapter 4, capítulo 4. Ver. Creo que. So here you have the verb creo, which comes from the root verb.
So he's explaining everything that we've heard in the dialogues. It's a very clear, very crisp approach, I think. Underneath we have some lesson notes, which are the ones he commented on in the lesson. And we then have the exercises again, fill in the gaps and so on. And then there is the interactive quiz. So that is the second level with Spanish. For the third level, let's move back to Chinese. Here we are. Here's the tutor.
Hi, my name is Jen. I am an online Chinese teacher from China. I've been teaching Chinese online since 2014.
Okay, so that's Jen. And let's see what's happening then in, say, lesson 5. So again, as usual, there's what you learn section at the beginning. Let's look at the video.
你看见小伟了吗？
这里只有旧衣服，没有小伟。
这些衣服很不错，很便宜，而且款式也很多。
Okay, so it's young, it's colourful, it's vibrant, it's fun. Here's the dialogue written in the Chinese characters, then transliterated. I suppose that's pinyin. And then we have a literal and an idiomatic English translation. The video walkthrough again, it's the same structure.
Hi everyone, welcome back to lesson 5. Today we will learn 买衣服.
Okay, exercises and test yourself. So that is the top level. Let's look very quickly at the top level in French as well. I think it's the same tutor. For example, lesson 10. Let's go right to the end.
Paul! On l'a enfin trouvé! Attrape-le, Jules!
Attends, tu peux sourire pour la caméra d'abord?
S'il te plaît, explique-nous tout!
Du calme, tout cela faisait partie de la création d'un cours de français. Quoi? On est célèbre maintenant?
There we are. Bit of reflexivity there, I think. So the dialogue again is here. That's the sort of level you're going to get to. Let's finish just by looking at the same for the Spanish at the highest level there, level 3, and see what that sounds like. The final lesson. Let's go to it.
¡Ven! Finalmente lo encontramos. ¡Agárralo, Adam!
Espera, primero, ¿por qué no sonríen para la cámara?
There we are. So there's the Spanish at the highest level. That was a quick look through the course, but I think you'll have a sense now of what these courses are like, whether they might be for you. And I'll put the link underneath the video. I think these are cracking courses, and even when they're not on special offer as they are at the time of recording this, I'll update the link. I think they're well worth looking at if you're looking at one of these 3 languages, and the approach, the colour, the energy, the video-based nature of these courses appeals to you. Thanks a lot then, and see you soon.